Alright everybody, welcome to my first video where I'm going to be doing a walkthrough of Diablo II Resurrected. This is a game that is amazing and came out much earlier in the 2000s, and Blizzard decided to do a remaster of it a few years ago. And I recently got my hands on it. I've been playing it for a little bit, and you know, I thought I would make a video where I'm walking through the game. This isn't necessarily going to be a video about how to make the best character or how to, beat every boss, although I certainly intend on doing those things. This is more about just enjoying the game, enjoying the story, having some fun, and hopefully you guys like it. So here we are selecting our hero class, and for this walkthrough, I think I'm going to go with a druid. So a druid essentially is a kind of a mixed between a spellcaster and a summoner and a melee fighter. I intend on making this character more focused on melee fighting and using summoning as well. There's options down here when you create your character. You can create them as a ladder character, which makes them compete with friends on a seasoned realm, and there's some extra content there. I'm not going to be doing this. I just want to play the game. There's also hardcore, but as it says there, once a hardcore character dies, cannot be played again. And I will probably die. So I don't want to do that. Not yet. Maybe I'll make a walkthrough of doing a hardcore playthrough at some other point. His name is going to be Eldrin. Here we go. Alright, so when the game begins, we start out in the Rogue Encampment in Act 1. And the way this game works is essentially you have a town, which is like a safe space, not allowed to be damaged here. Your health doesn't reduce while you're in town, and you also can't attack anything in here. So the game starts out with you you have wandered into town, and Warav is telling me good day, so I gotta respond to him. But once you click on a character, especially if they have a little exclamation point over their head, that means they have a quest for you. So let's see what he has to talk to me about.
Oh, greetings, stranger. I'm not surprised to see your kind here. Many adventurers have traveled this way since the recent troubles began. No doubt you've heard about the tragedy that befell the town of Tristram. Well, some say that Diablo, the Lord of Terror, walks the world again. I don't know if I believe that, but a dark wanderer did travel this route a few weeks ago. He was headed east to the mountain pass guarded by the rogue monastery. Maybe it's nothing, but evil seems to have trailed in his wake. You see, shortly after the wanderer went through, the monastery's gates to the pass were closed, and strange creatures began ravaging the countryside. Until it's safer outside the camp and the gates are reopened, I'll remain here with my caravan. I hope to leave for Lutgulain before the shadow that fell over Tristram consumes us all. If you're still alive then, I'll take you along. You should talk to Akara too. She seems to be the leader of this camp. Maybe she can...
Okay, my settings are all changed, and I am ready to play this game. So, you click and hold your mouse button down to run around, and obviously your character will move around the map. There is a mini-map, and this is what it looks like. You are the blue X. NPCs that you can talk with are white X's. And that's about all that appears on the map. I think the only other thing is town portals, or portals in general, will appear as yellow X's. So Charcy is the town's blacksmith. Let's talk to her.
Hi there, I'm Charcy, the blacksmith here in camp. It's good to see some strong adventurers around here. Many of our sisters fought bravely against Diablo when he first attacked the town of Tristram. They came back to us true veterans, bearing some really powerful items. Seems like their victory was short-lived, though. Most of them are now corrupted by Ondario.
Alright. So we can go and talk to her when we need to repair our equipment, which will happen often.
Good
This is
day to
Geed.
you, partner. I'm Geed, and I can already tell that I'll be your best friend in this forsaken camp. A spare weapon, some gold, a small gem is all I want in exchange for the equipment you'll need on whatever quest you might undertake. No, don't be shy. All of my items are guaranteed for life and come with a 2-day warranty.
2-day warranty. That's hilarious.
Not here.
And then obviously we have Oriv there. There's nobody in this bottom left half corner over there. This is Kasia. Let's talk to her.
Welcome, Outlander, to our glorious hovel. I know you're here to challenge the evil that's driven us from our ancestral home. But know this. Akara may be our spiritual leader, but I command the rogues in battle. It will take more than just killing a few beasts in the wilderness to earn my trust.
Okay. She doesn't seem to like us. And this is Akara, who continues the quest
Good
that
day.
Oriv just gave us. Good day.
I am Akara, High Priestess of the Sisterhood of the Sightless Eye. I welcome you, traveler, to our camp, but I'm afraid I can offer you but poor shelter within these rickety walls. You see, our ancient sisterhood has fallen under a strange curse. The mighty citadel, from which we have guarded the gates to the east for generations, has been corrupted by the evil demoness Andariel. I still can't believe it, but she turned many of our sister rogues against us and drove us from our ancestral home. Now the last defenders of the sisterhood are either dead or scattered throughout the wilderness. I implore you, stranger, please help us. Find a way to lift this terrible curse, and we will pledge our loyalty to you for all time. There is a place of great evil in the wilderness. Kasha's rogue scouts have informed me that a cave nearby is filled with shadowy creatures and horrors from beyond the grave. I fear that these creatures are massing for an attack against our encampment. If you are sincere about helping us, find the dark labyrinth and destroy the foul beasts. May the Great Eye watch over you.
Alright. So, that is our quest. Our quest is to look for the den of evil in the wilderness outside the rogues camp. So again, this is the way that we leave camp in the online games in Diablo 2. The camp always looks slightly different, meaning the exit is usually either here or up here on the map, but this time it's down here. Obviously we have life, 55 hit points here, but as you are attacked, obviously the number will go down, the red pole here will go down as well. Mana is for casting spells or using skills and things like that. And then another two important things. First is this bar here, stamina. Those of you that have played games like Skyrim and Fortnite and things like that, it's very similar to that. You have a limited amount of essentially running. And so once this runs all the way down, you either have to walk or stop or take a stamina potion. But either way, that is there. And the last thing is this bar here. This is called your belt. Basically, the things that go here are potions. And so as you either right-click on a potion or press the hotkey, which I have as 1 through 4, it will heal you for however many hit points it shows over a period of like 2 or 3 seconds, something like that. So anyway, let's go and look for the Den of Evil.
So it begins.
I love the music in this game. Playing this game with my dad back in the day, oh, it's just, there's so many good memories. Playing with him and... Okay, this is... I did a practice session And the Den of Evil was right outside the camp, and it happens to be it's in the same place here. It's pretty funny. But anyway, let's go inside. So the quest is to kill.
This is where evil hides.
The quest is to kill all the monsters in the den. So we got to kill everything. Here we go. Alright, so when you're fighting these fallen creatures here, these shamans raise them from the dead. So it is of high importance to essentially skip past everybody and go and get these guys. How you fight, by the way, is by hovering your mouse over a creature, and then, oh, I'm trapped. There we go. Hovering your mouse over a creature and either clicking, spam clicking, right? Or holding the click button. Alright, so I am going to make, again, this character a little bit more focused on shape-shifting and summoning. This is the skill tree. So every time you level up, this is your experience bar. Every time you level up, you get 1 skill point and 5 stats, right? And so the stats that you can put your stat points into are either strength, dexterity, vitality, or energy. Long story short, strength, if you hover over it, strength increases attack damage and allows you to equip more weapons and armor. Most items, weapons and armor, will have a strength requirement, and once you meet that requirement, you can wear that armor. Dexterity increases your attack rating and allows you to equip certain weapons. Generally, those are ranged weapons or like smaller daggers and bows and spears and stuff. Vitality increases your total life and stamina. Very important skill to have. And then energy increases your total mana. Being that I'm going to focus on shape-shifting and summoning, I'm going to focus primarily on strength and vitality, maybe a few in a dexterity here and there. I'm not really going to upgrade energy because there are items that will increase that. So all of them are going to go into strength. For our skill tree, I'm going to take the werewolf skill. Allows you to transform into a werewolf. Your max life goes up by 25%. Your max stamina goes up by 25%. It lasts 40 seconds. The casting delay of 1 second, and the mana is 15 to cast. You also gain a bonus attack speed and rating there. So that is the first skill we're going to take. And I'm also going to hotkey that real quick. So now that it's on this right button here, what happens is essentially you right click the mouse and the skill activates. Now, obviously we're seeing items on the ground. That is how the game, when a creature dies, they drop all of their loot, right? So you don't need to go into a creature's inventory basically to loot them. They just drop everything if they have anything to begin with. This is what our inventory looks like, by the way. You have a weapon slot, an offhand slot, armor, helmet, necklace, 2 rings, a belt, gloves, and boots. And I have some leather armor. There we go. And yeah, see, required dexterity 21, required strength 12. There you go. Anyway, let's find and kill the rest of these monsters in here, shall we? We shall. We will destroy the evil within the den of evil. smack this shaman in the face. There we go. Man, love this music. Stamina's all out now. So yeah, when your stamina is low, you will be essentially required to walk. But I don't want to walk. I'm going to run, attack the shaman, attack the shaman. Now those guys won't be able to recharge, or resurrect rather, revive. Ooh, a superior sash. Talk about belts here in just a second, and I'll look at my inventory again. Nice. Alright, new stats again. All strength. And I'm going to get the Raven. Yeah, Raven. Costs 6 mana per Raven. I can only have 1 Raven right now, but it's going to do 12 hits before it disappears. And increases attack rating. The only reason I'm really getting that, by the way, is to get the Summon Spirit Wolf skill. As you see these little arrows here, this is a prerequisite to having this skill here. And this one is a prerequisite to that, and so on and so forth. So, Raven. Every now and again you'll come across lootable things in the world, like that dead rogue. Click on it and they will drop things, which is kind of dark. Gross. Alright, this is basically the boss in this floor. Corpse Fire. He hits pretty hard too, so we want to make sure we don't have all these other ads over here. Let's get rid of these zombies. Something I really like about this game is that they really, the monsters are realistic, right? I'm running around hitting these zombies. They're just wandering. They're stupid. Undead.
I need mana.
I guess it could be argued they should be able to like smell me or something, but whatever. Okay, let's talk about sashes real fast. When you have a belt on, you increase your potion holding capabilities, right? So that's a very important thing to have. Obviously, you drink this potion, the next one here cycles down. So that's cool. Magical items either have to be identified in town from someone that we don't have yet, or you get a scroll of identify, right click it, and then left click on an item. And we're going to go ahead and equip that axe. That's a decent magical item. We're also going to identify the sash. And now we have the Thorns ability, which is cool. Attackers are going to take some damage there. I'm not going to pick up every item, by the way. Some things just aren't worth picking up due to this relatively small amount of gold that you get from selling them. Something to keep in mind for selling inventory things are inventory space and how much money they're worth. You'll almost always see me, at least in the beginning, pick up these throwing knives. They're worth a hefty penny at the beginning of the game. Hello, excuse me. There you go, buddy. But towards the end, I really only start to pick up magical items. So we have a poison attack now. That's pretty cool. Thought I saw one run off that way. Only 3 monsters remaining. Ooh, he killed himself. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Return to Akara for a reward.
Is that all of them?
So I just activated the town portal, which takes you directly to the nearby encampment.
You have cleansed the den of evil. You've earned my trust, and may yet restore my faith in humanity. Your reward is training in the skill of your choice.
Very nice. So, we get an extra skill point. Something happened, by the way, while I was talking to Akara, if you didn't notice that. When you speak to certain characters, there's one character in every act. Akara is the one for this act, that when you talk to them, your life and mana are completely restored. So that's pretty cool. For the skill that we learn, I'm going to go ahead and select Lycanthropy. Improves how long you stay in the form that you are in, whether werewolf or werebear, and you also increase your maximum life. So I'm going to go ahead and take that.
Greetings.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and talk to Charcy so you can see how to repair equipment and sell stuff.
Good to see you.
This is the repair all. You can click on this repair thing, little hammer icon. You can go through each little item that you have and click on it. But I just like to click on that when I can, but I don't have enough gold for that. So we're going to sell everything that we have by holding down control and left clicking. And I'm going to only sell the items, obviously, that I'm not going to use, which is any of those. And I am going to use that, so I'm not going to sell that yet. So we'll repair. Oh, a little bit of stuttering there. I'm going to go back over here to Akara and buy a scroll, Tome of Town Portal and a Tome of Identify. And that's going to allow us to put scrolls inside of these tomes. Right, saves inventory space essentially. There we go, I got 10 of those, 4 of those, that works for me. And the last thing is the stash. When you click on the stash, it opens up a personal stash. There are now shared spaces with the with all of the other characters on your account. Did not used to be a thing. You used to have to create extra characters to have extra stash space, but I'm not sure exactly when they changed this. I think it was with the remaster. But anyway, I have a bunch of stuff from other characters. They're not very high level by any means, but you know, a couple of good items here. They're shared. Couple of druid items here. Some decent equipment, but I'm not going to use any of that stuff because I want to start kind of fresh. All right, and we're going to talk to Kasia
Greetings.
for the next quest in our run and playthrough of Diablo II Resurrected.
My rogue scouts have just reported an abomination in the monastery graveyard. Apparently, Andariel is not content to take only our living. Bloodraven, one of our finest captains in the battle against Diablo at Tristram, was also one of the first to be corrupted by Andariel. Now you'll find her in the monastery graveyard, raising our dead as zombies. We cannot abide this defilement. If you are truly our ally, you will help us destroy her.
I will help you destroy her. New quest. Den of Evil quest has been completed, and we are now on the Sisters' Burial Grounds quest. We need to look for Bloodraven in the burial grounds next to the Cold Plains, which we will do next time on my playthrough of Diablo II Resurrected. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to like the video, subscribe for watching more of my videos as I come out with some of these walkthroughs, and by all means comment down below. If you have suggestions for other people playing the game, or you want to make certain suggestions to me, by all means. Again, I will not be creating this character as a strong powerful build that's online. You can go online and look at those. This is for fun. This is a casual playthrough. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time.